Hello, I'm here with Trevor from Stands on Sapphires and Matt Hugs Hughes. He is our honorary band member, right?
Hi, everybody.
At this point, pretty much.
Yeah. You might as well just include him in the band. Okay, so Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, normally I'm on that side of the camera.
Yeah.
So this is odd for me to be on this side.
Whole life story.
We've mentioned that you were the guy who films our music.
I've said it in some social posts before.
But yeah, I'm the one on the other side. When we do most of the filming, it's usually me. So that this is really strange being on this side, filming
Very
me.
bright light.
I have a newfound appreciation for being on camera.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell us about you personally?
Not really.
How do you know Trevor?
I've known Trevor for
When did we
it's
grade
at least
nine?
it's over a decade now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
over a
How
decade.
old are you guys?
We're pushing 45.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
I'm actually 63.
Yeah.
Did you drink a lot of green tea?
No, just a lot of coffee.
It's so dumb.
Wade and Trevor and I were actually in I think it was our first band together, way back in the day.
In high school.
And yeah, we were a high school band.
High school band.
What was your band name?
The first version was
Echoes.
Echoes.
Yeah.
And then
The second one, Decadent Sound.
that was it. That was
yeah.
yeah.
We changed it. Such a dumb name.
Decadent Sound.
I don't know why we picked
That
it.
is so
Well, we were very decadent.
Yeah.
And we were sound.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just didn't know. We wanted to change it from Echoes because it was such a generic name.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we don't know what to pick, so we just ended up picking that. And we're like, okay.
No one could agree.
Yeah.
So you were their lead singer in one of their first bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
the only
He was the
vocalist.
singer in our
Because
Wow.
no other males in high school could sing.
Literally
Basically.
none of them.
None of them.
Huh.
Or it's just not a common thing.
So what kind of musical background would you say you have aside from being a singer in Trevor's band in high school?
Very different to you guys.
Yeah? Like
Yeah.
what?
I'd say, well, part of the reason why, probably some of you are asking, well, how come you guys aren't in a band now? I went the complete, so Trevor and I were music this way, and then we went this way. So my a comfortable area is acoustic guitar, singing folk singer-songwriter kind of things. That's my bread and butter. That's what I love doing, and my voice suited that. I found that doing rock vocals was just never, it was not something that was comfortable for me to do. And so when, in this case, when they were asked hey, do you want to, we'll get to that in a bit, but do you want to do some extra vocals? I'm yeah, for sure. Because the focus isn't on me, but I can still be, it was fun.
You joined us on the backing for actually 3 of our songs, but you did do a more upfront backing vocal in our cover of Supermassive Black Hole.
Yes.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about your experience singing that song,
Yeah.
probably for the 1,000th time ever?
Yeah, well, like I was just saying, how we had, Trevor and I and Wade all were in that band together. We have such a huge, especially me compared to them, have such different musical tastes. Muse is the one band that we've all been able to agree on.
And we covered them.
Yeah.
A couple of their songs back in the day.
I think it's the band that we've all seen collectively together the most out of anyone.
Yep.
I think maybe even out of all the bands we've seen, at least for me, it's one of the top bands that I've seen.
Didn't we see them twice in the span of 2 months or something?
Something like that.
We
Yeah.
drove to Seattle, and the night we got back from it, they announced a Vancouver show, and we were like, what the heck?
We're well, I guess we're going to that
I guess
too.
we're going to go to that too.
Pretty much every time we're all in the same place and Muse is coming, we're going to the show.
Yeah.
It's this band that we
It's tradition now, basically.
we can't escape. We just end up there. You go to get
we
groceries
don't
and
want
somehow we're at a Muse show together. I don't know. It's
You just
great.
end up there. How do you do that?
Yeah.
What would you say your experience is? When we asked you, I think we just kind of threw you into it. We're like, hey, you want to help us out? And we didn't even specify exactly what we wanted you to help us out with.
Yeah, well, if I remember, that day was Trevor was doing a bunch of recording, and I remember getting a message being hey, can you help us record? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then somehow I thought it was a guitar thing, and I was super intimidated because I was like, it's crazy. Trevor's asking me to record guitars. This is it was not the case. It was I was gonna be the button monkey because
No, dude, I just need you to hit record.
yeah, I just actually need you to hit record, which was it was fine. I've done some recording stuff in the past, so I was happy to help. And then when we got here, I kind of mentioned, I was like, oh, I kind of had assumed that it might have been like a voice thing, and then everyone was like, oh yeah, we're covering music, why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
And so then it just kind of ended up recording for that, and then we did a bunch of other vocals, brownie points if you can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you came in and you just like banged it out. Like we set up in our bedroom or recording studio, and you just did like 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, done. Like it was perfect. But I think like the coolest part was you come in and you did like the super low octave of the chords that you do, and I was like, damn. And then you went higher, and then I was like, okay, well he did 2 octaves, so I gotta add an octave on top of that. So when I went in to record my backing vocals for the track 2, I was like, we got like 3 octaves going on.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in there, and Trevor's piping it into me in my headphones. He's like, okay, just hold on a second, I'm doing something really cool. And he took your low one, put it on one side, put your higher one on one side, and then put me in the middle, and it was like a surround sound of like 3 octaves. And I'm like, this is probably one of the coolest things we've done on any of our songs. And it was just, I don't know, super exciting for me. And then, of course, like, there's that robot part in the original. And I was like, we've got to do the robot part.
Yeah.
And I spent, like, an entire day trying to make it work. And I just couldn't figure it out. And then Trevor comes in and figures it out in, like, 10 minutes flat, of course. And we actually did, I think, like 6 octaves of, we just cut off you saying, like, into the supermassive. And we manipulated around, like, up and down. And then we just did, like, 6 octaves of the thing with like a robot filter. It sounds dope.
So crazy listening to that. I mean, like, that's me. There's so many me's. I feel like Agent Smith from The Matrix a little bit.
Well, there's this, like, actually we only did, I think, like 1 take, because normally when we record a song, you're gonna sing the chorus every minute. Every time that it comes up, you're gonna sing it. But for this one, the backing vocals, we actually only sung 1 take of it, and then we just copied that over. But sometimes when you do that, you lose the effect of it sounding big. So what you can do instead is what we did was you sang it twice through, right? Like second and super. So we took the end one and we replaced it in the front on either side. So there's actually double of you, but it's the same take. Does that kind of make sense?
Oh, so you took the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same, which is the nice thing for backing vocals. You can do a lot of, and computers make it so amazing what you can do with it. So yeah, you took the normal, we recorded it one way and then just cut it in half and then flipped it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it sounds like there's 2 takes of you, right? Because I think we only had 1 of each take, but we wanted to pan it both ways.
The low octave in the middle, and then you and Beth with the higher octaves on the outside.
Sides.
But we only had 1 of your higher octaves, so we had to cut it in half, flip it, and then we got doubles.
That makes sense. Yeah. That's some behind the scenes magic there.
Oh yeah, the magic of digital music.
That was a lot of fun to record though, because I don't normally I like going low and I get to go high, and being able to do both in one song at the same time was interesting, and it was really low. Yeah, it was super low. Yeah, it made for a really cool effect though in the song. Okay, should we wrap up?
Yeah, let's order pizza.
Well, thanks for joining us, Matt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And sharing some insights into the band, maybe some too many insights.
We said we wouldn't talk about that one.
Thanks for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out Bloom. It is out now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.